Sometimes there comes along a story, an event, or an occurrence in which there are no clearly defined villains and heroes, but is packed with an ensemble of clowns and jesters. One such story is the continuing saga of Aryan Khan incarceration at Arthur Road Jail. I can't think of any other way to describe this episode and all the developments associated with it. Well, he is out on bail now and is back home to a grand welcome of band, baja and a barat of clowns who have reduced national debate to this. And this is the site of religious and political battle lines being drawn in the name of Aryan Khan and elevating what happens next to a rich, irresponsible kid as the litmus test of liberal values, freedom, institutional overreach, and even fascism in the country. Hi and welcome all to the CAA show. My name is Juggi Bhasin and CAA is of course conversations and analysis. And I bring you the show from the United States where I am currently at the moment. Now first things first, let's try and fix our sights on what really is the issue in this case. As I see it, this case is not a test case for the Modi government, how it treats Muslims in the country as some have alleged. Neither is it a grand conspiracy to unseat the Khans from their hegemonic sway over Bollywood as some of our liberal friends have been telling us. And it is certainly not a case of Amit Shah and Narendra Modi minutely following the developments in this case and Yogi rubbing his hands in glee to have stumbled upon a Muslim bashing episode so close to the UP elections. Amit Shah, Modi and even Yogi surely have better things to do rather than pitch themselves in this fracas from which no one, I repeat, no one has come out smelling of roses. The Aryan Khan episode is frankly one of what is it that parents in India expect of their children when they grow up? And the answer to that is very simple. All parents, be it Hindus or Muslims, Aryans or Khans or any other caste or religions, all parents, I repeat, want to see their children succeed in a good way, earn respect, fame and financial status in society. Even a drug lord does not wish his children to follow his path and earn notoriety. So, if that be the case, then why should Shah Rukh Khan take any kind of pride in what his son has done or has been accused of doing? This simple statement should answer the armies of trolls on both sides of the divide. The defenders of the liberal faith, the self-appointed spokespersons of Shah Rukh Khan and his wife Gauri, the bleeding hearts who see the demise of democracy, liberalism in this episode. And why do I say the armies of trolls on both sides are to blame for this mess? It is because it would be wrong to assume that Shah Rukh Khan would have condoned what his son is alleged to have done. Shah Rukh Khan, like me, is a Columban, the junior to me of course. He is a recipient of the Sword of Honor in school, which is given to the student who excels both in studies and in sports. By all accounts, he is a self-made man with a middle-class upbringing. His wife Gauri also comes from an upper middle class background. Now, unless something is very wrong with his family, it would be next to impossible to believe that both would be rejoicing at these developments. I would therefore not be surprised that in private, Shah Rukh Khan would have given an earful to his son when he went back to Mannat. And that is the point of this entire episode. I refuse to believe that any right-thinking parent, especially in a country like ours, will condone, accept or tolerate deviant behavior of their children. And if that be the case, then what exactly is the case of the Nawab Maliks, the Swara Bhaskars, the Javed Akhtars of this world, and even the right-wing trolls on the other side, who are all jumping in this case and taking up cudgels either on behalf of Shah Rukh Khan or attacking him as the case may be. The fact is this, that out there is an army of extremely frustrated, cynical, and morally corrupt individuals, both sides of the divide, who scan the pages every day looking for issues like the present one to come up, in which they can inject their own special noxious brand and dosage of religious, political, and social hatred. Even the NCB man in charge, Samir Wankhede, has not exactly covered himself with glory. Was it not incumbent on him to keep this case as routine and not turn it into a high-profile case? What happened to this entire old premise that bureaucrats have to function quietly and silently? The problem is that ambitious bureaucrats and policemen have entered this fray and they pitch themselves in the glare for either promotions or other benefits. This has been occurring in case after case. The bottom line is that unlike other cases, in this case, there is an equation of helpless parents and perhaps an errant son. It deserves empathy from us, certainly a rap on the knuckles of the young man, but no more. Anything else is nothing less than the personal agenda of the perpetual clowns of a political and social mind space who will use this episode to spout their toxicity and then move on to the other and to the next big issue. So, on that note, I bring to an end this particular episode. I hope you have liked this episode. We have connected after a long time, but I promise you that I'll be coming up with many more episodes now. And do subscribe to us and keep watching the CAA show. And goodbye and cheers to all of you.